Last time on Lawful Stupid. You're in a thorny maze right now.
There is a raven inside a multicolored coffin that this bitch is sitting on.
Do you know the way out of this forest?
Well, yeah, you're turned around. It's because you're a people.
We'd like to leave, please.
I can't help you with that. This is not my forest. I want it. I want the guardian.
Why don't you tell us where this nasty guardian is, and maybe we can convince them to give it to you?
Oh, that would be great. Mama would be so happy.
Is Shainsaw, is that name something you're familiar with?
That's my forever friend. I made him.
But you would still say he's alive.
I guess.
I just didn't catch your name.
You could call me Norai.
Are you like a fairy?
Not at all. I was a people.
I would like to use my divine sense.
You would know this to be an undead. If you want to go get the guardian, follow that path.
Let's head over there.
Let's go to the house.
Another hour or two of traveling before you find an older looking building. It says the Nobody Inn.
Mac wants to start casing the joint.
So absurd. I'm walking in the door.
There's actually quite a few people in here. A man sits. You know this man. It's Cosmo.
Take his face in my hands and smooch him on top of his head, and then completely disregard him and walk towards the bartender.
There's other folk in here who seem to be in warden costumes. Couple Heron God just bickering at one of the tables. There's Loxodons in here.
Axel's in a room full of ghosts, and I don't fucking like it.
Hello, I don't mean to bother you. I'm wondering if you've seen a fairy person.
The god of creation, he sent us the invitations.
Interesting. Well, we are actually looking for the guardian.
The guardian lives over in the grove with all the druids. Axel, as you turn around, you'll notice a water genasi sitting near the fireplace.
Maeve? Is that you?
Axel? Who are those two?
We have some catching up to do. I'm sure you guys have your own things to do also. Turns out there's people here for not just me.
Antes de ser Optimus Prime, ele era Orion Pax. Antes de ser Megatron, ele era D16. Antes deles serem rivais, eles eram amigos. Todos os Transformers têm uma origem. Você está pronto para descobrir? Vem aí, o filme de origem mais aguardado da história. Transformers, o início. Dia 26 de setembro, somente nos cinemas.
Curtindo um podcast, né? Sabe o que você também vai curtir? Saber que o melhor flip de todos os tempos chegou. O novo Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6, com Flex Cam, que tem zoom automático e faz selfies de 50 megapixels e com bateria estendida para nunca te deixar na mão. Vá a uma loja ou saiba mais em samsung.com.br. Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6. Galaxy AI chegou.
The sounds of the Nobody Inn echo with the party and drinking, the drums in the background, stories being told, chatter amongst everyone here. Axel is being led around by a water genasi, introducing him to everyone here. She's quite happy about it. What are you guys up to?
Not everybody at once.
Shainsaw?
I'm meant to go last. Don't look at me.
No, I'm looking at Shainsaw right now. You just talking to everybody? Like, what's your vibe today?
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting shown off like the trophy man that I am. Titania,
So
preening your
old.
feathers. I'm so
Oh gosh, I forgot.
I'm 111 years old. Every time I go from a new person to a new person, you hear just my ankles clacking.
Mm-hmm. And this young ghostly thing about in her 20s, introducing him to everybody. Like nothing's the problem here. He's definitely not an old man.
No, I was born this way. I have that Benjamin Button disease.
That's worse. That means you're a child.
I started out actually much older. I started out as dust. And that was 111 years ago.
Otherwise, Balfour, you're kind of like near the front area in the door, and you see the Loxodon. There's like a good handful of them. One of them you recognize to be your great great grandmama.
What sets me off about her? What about her makes it like,
You were really young when she passed, maybe under 10, maybe 5 or 6, somewhere in that range. But the smell of home-baked peanut butter cookies just kind of clings to the air around her. And you notice the colors of her robes being most notable. You can tell with the, I think it's the Enoch clan, right, Devin?
The Xenia.
The Xenia. Mm-hmm. Their coats and robes and stuff for the elders, the story keepers, the ones who know everything. Their coats are usually colored almost in a rainbow, signifying the seasons. This day and age, it seems more subtle in how it's presented, mostly in color matching and things of that nature. You can tell she's decorated in jewels and headpieces, jewelry on her ears and on her nose and tusks, even the little kind of tiara, not tiara, that rests on her head. All of different colors, of different sizes, usually in gold, so a few silvers mixed in. But you can tell the other ones around her seem to have the same vibes in the way of like the color matching of their robes. But as you look at each one, it seems to get more obvious in their patterns. You see like the leaves of spring in some, or the fires of summer in others. The snowflakes more apparent. And it goes back in the way of like more vibrant hues, more outwards, more open. And one of them, you have no idea who this person is. The others you don't know. But one of them even has an active look of like bugwing patterns within their robes and decorations, even in the jewelry they wear. And as you look for their jewelry they wear, they seem to have less and less jewelry the more and more decorated they are in colors.
Is Mac next to me or with me? Who's my immediate from my team?
Kind of consider them all kind of close.
Yeah. I would think Mac was around you, especially because we weren't being like trotted around.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna like, without looking away from the Loxodon, I'm gonna kind of nudge him a little bit. Mac.
Yeah, Mac turns. Yes.
Do you see those Loxodon, or am I just seeing things?
I see them, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. They look pretty real. They look pretty solid. As it grows darker outside, the less ethereal all these people look.
Mac like has like a sly grin. He thinks about it for a second. Yeah, I see them.
And the building begins to shake as I run toward the back of this excitedly.
The floorboards are rattling.
And it's almost like I slide to a stop and looking around, and I imagine I recognize the face of Grant. I don't have a name
Great
yet.
grandmother.
Yeah,
it would be Baltre.
Oh, Bow Bow.
Mm-hmm.
Bow Bow. Is that you?
Oh goodness! Look at you. It's little Belle.
I will. I'll like go like down to like my knees and like arms on the table.
Mm-hmm.
like just kind of like almost a submission type thing, but also like I've missed her. Why are you here?
Before she quite answers, you'll know that me is kind of like flying kind of in the wind, like trying to hang on, and then just kind of like going along with the fray and being tossed about, but she'll like hang on. Your great-great-grandmother, Baltre, she'll look at you. Like, we were given invitations.
Where did you come from? Where do we go when we die?
Someplace after. It's nice and simple. Though there's a bit of chaos to it.
I've missed you so much. We still tell stories about you.
Oh, well, I'm glad. The stories are meant to be passed down amongst family.
I'll grab the earring that has like her memory stored there, like, and just absentmindedly as I'm saying that to her, and I'll say, so rude of me. This is me. She is a fairy friend we have picked up on the way, and we are going to free them.
You'll see her kind of like lean down to be more of the height where me is on your shoulder. She'll like, pleasure to meet you, me. And she'll like put her little finger out so they could do a little handshake. And me will take the hand to shake. She'll be like, hello. One of the other elders that you see next to her, she is dressed simply. The one decorated with like the bug wing designs in her robes and not as many jewels on her person. She pipes up, "Oh, well, that's excellent. We tried to help the fairies as much as we could way back when."
Well, we are hoping to really start a revolution that will change the way that they live. Is this good, Bao Bao? Are you proud?
Bao Bao will smile. "Oh, well, when you can access the memories, if you haven't already, you would know. That's what we like doing."
I'm trying to live up to the oaths, and strength before weakness. This is certainly what that means.
The elder one, again, she'll speak. Well, we even protect those who cannot protect themselves. The Fae, during the Divine Wars, it was such a sad time. It was unexpected, and of course, what an excellent thing to do.
Yes, indeed. And I think you would be proud of us, Bao Bao. Doing great work. My friends, Mac, and I'll point to wherever he's at, and Axel, they are very smart and good warriors. Practice with magic. Great for traveling with.
Bao Bao, she'll smile. "Oh, you found companions on the road. That's even better. The journey is more worthwhile when it's more than just you."
He'll kind of look around the table, and even though the one elder spoke it up, and he'll say, "I'm so sorry. Who are your friends? Should I know them from some past life in our family's history?"
You'll see Bao Bao gesture to a couple of them. Well, this was Elder Drobos, several generations back, perhaps 700-800 years, at least from when I was alive. It's hard to tell how old you are. You still look young, but she'll like go to reach for your face and do that chin thing to like take a look at you, see how much you've actually grown. Then pinch your cheeks like grandmas do.
I accept the pinch of cheeks. I'm doing well. I'm just kind of lost, actually. I'm not sure where to go from here. I'm trying really hard to be the seed of Zinnia, to be what the clan expects me to be, but I am having a hard time. I have not been able to contact the spirits.
Well, the spirits usually come to you, little Bal. It's not for you to reach out, it's for you to figure it out, and you'll know when you feel.
But Mama was so young when she felt the spirits. Even great grandmama.
She'll laugh. Well, Renka and Ilse, they were rather talented on their own, but everyone takes their own time. Their adventures come at their own pace.
Patience, then.
Patience is one of the things you might need to work on. Things come in time. You no need to rush. You're still so young. What
Yes.
are you, in your
I'm
30s?
35 and lacking in patience, clearly.
Clearly. Well, you're lucky. You still have another, 400 more years? You'll be fine.
Yes, wise Bao Bao. You're right, as always.
She'll give you a little head pat, really pleased about this. Well, come, sit with us. We have drinks, though. I assume... I don't know if you can actually have any of these, but it's still fun nonetheless.
Oh, I don't partake of the spirits, is what they call him, oddly enough. Maybe I should. Maybe the spirits will lead me to the spirits. Is that a common thing, Bao Bao? It just occurred to me. I know I was attempting to be funny, but...
One of the elder gentlemen around just shakes his head. Finding answers in a bottle of a glass isn't always the right way. For some folk, that's where they look, and sometimes they're not quite right.
He'll feel kind of embarrassed that he even suggested it based on that guy's answer. And he's going to say, oh yes, that is why I have never partaken.
Still a fun time to experience, at least once in your lifetime.
Does that same guy say that crap?
Yeah.
This mother.
I'll look at Bao Bao for some sign of... Can I or can't I? I've been told...
She'll shrug. Your choice. That's what experienced life is about. And seeing the different moments for what they are. Or not.
An adult man struggles with peer pressure from his grandmother.
And another old elephant.
Yep.
And some rando elephant.
Will I become hopelessly addicted?
I really wanted the elephant to have a headband and braids and then offer pot as an option. Willie Nelson style.
Am I fucked up in remembering that you once ordered a peanut ale at a tavern and drank it?
Yes.
I don't know.
No, he did.
Pretty sure.
No, he asked for it, but they didn't have it.
Oh, okay.
I remember that now.
Maybe he's trying to try.
It's really just peanut liquid, and they just call it peanut ale. There's no alcohol in it.
It's just peanut oil.
Just the oil from the top of the peanut
peanut
butter jar.
milk?
Yeah. Gross. But yes.
But you love it because you're
But
about for the
love
Loxodon.
So I love peanut-related items.
If I could make a monster, it would just be a bunch of peanuts.
That was a funny misunderstanding. I will just tell Bao Bao, kind of catch her up on on what we're doing, and see if she can offer any insight into this forest, what to do here, what's the answer.
Sounds like many paths are presented in front of you, little Bao. Really, it's your way to forge on ahead and figure it out. Even I don't know this area. The furthest we can get is to the door or the window.
When do you leave here? What was the invitation for?
It let us know that someone we cared about was on our way. For us, we knew it was you, and I imagine for some of the others here, some of the Daybreak Wardens of one of your companions, as well as a couple other nice strangers. Lovely, by the way. Perhaps your other friend?
Oh, do you know an Oishin? Was that in the invitation you received?
She'll shake her head. No, he was a splendid-looking fairy. I imagine one of the gods. No name given, but she'll smile. I imagine it was someone caring and looking after you.
Oh yes, that was Oishin. Can I say solemnly? He was a friend to the Xenia tribe, and he has gone on to, I'm assuming, wherever you will go back to, the great beyond. Wherever great, grand, magical, fairy, godlike creatures go.
She'll chuckle. Well, somewhere warm and chaotic. As best I can describe it. Because she'll kind of like furrow her brows, seeming a little confused when trying to talk about wherever it is after.
Do you know, and this will be kind of posed to the whole table as I'm thinking about it, we are supposed to find a new god or to replace Oishin. He told us there would be someone we would find. Do you know anything about that?
They would shake their heads. One of the ones, she'll pipe up one of the elder-looking ones from way back when. Would be unfamiliar, even that story. The words among gods are only meant for those to hear and experience it. Anybody else, it's through when someone like you says something.
Well, surely we are destined to find this new god.
If you continue along your paths, I'd hope so. You should help them. Protect them.
If we pick the wrong one, a piano falls from the sky. So we are hoping to find the correct person first.
She'll tilt her head. Piano?
Musical instrument.
Oh. How curious. What does it look like? How does it sound?
Bing bong boom 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 boom. Imagine an alligator, but its teeth are flat and rectangle and laying in a row. And those teeth are connected to cables of different lengths. And when you push the tooth, the vibration, depending on the length of that string, makes a different sound.
She's nodding.
So alligator teeth attached to string, and you put that inside of a casing so that you can't break the string, and then you put that on legs, and then people learn to press those keys in a very specific order to make beautiful songs.
How interesting.
My rendition is a poor one.
Why don't you sing us one of those songs?
I will have to ask and see if anyone in the beyond could bring one for us.
There is a song called Piano Man that is very good. Everyone seems to know it.
Oh, perhaps you could teach us. And the, the tavern starts going on.
Hey everybody, your gruff but lovable dungeon Uncle Shainsaw here. I'd like to interrupt the show for just a minute to talk to you about my new book. The Night Team is an urban fantasy novel about a small team of soldiers who are trained to fight against the things that go bump in the night. It's a story about honor, found family, and what makes a man and a monster a monster. It's got action, it's got mystery, it's got magic. It features a cast of characters you'll love with distinct voices who form their own four-man party. An alchemist, a paladin, a ranger, and a scholar, each one trained by a specialized corps inspired by RPG classes but with a contemporary military flair. It takes inspiration from my own life and experiences as a 17-year-old kid in the US Army. It's my debut novel and I really can't wait to share it with you. So if you're looking for a book that blends the magical with the mundane and is sure to keep you craving one more page, consider picking up my new book, The Night Team. Available on Amazon.com, digital or in paperback, or for free on Kindle Unlimited. Link in the description. Thanks for listening, and back to the show.
As you chatter Balfour, the other two, you'll hear it too, Mac and Axel, the door will open. And you see a little tiny fairy that seems very spectral in nature come in, kind of like peeping their head in. And the more they peep in, the more they seem to be in color and seem lively. They have white hair and short and frazzly, wings like tattered as they kind of float. It looks ripped in some places, but it seems the spectral look kind of fills in the gaps where it's missing. Their clothes a little tattered, but kind of alright. And they look around a little hesitantly. And they spot you, Balfour, before they point your direction. And he raises his voice, "You!" and flies over Balfour and kind of like crashes into me on your neck.
And I imagine it doesn't move me very much, but I will just
Not
turn
really.
and look to this fairy.
You'll see this fairy kind of like hug their arms around me and exclaim excitedly, "Kay, you're all right! Look at you!" And you'll see me kind of like seem a little unsure for a second while looking at this one. And then kind of like, "It is you! It is I! Hello!" And then, it's a very little touching reunion. She's like, "I haven't seen you since we were so small. Balfour, my friend. Look, this is Balfour. Balfour, this is my brother, I."
Your brother? This is quite the revelation.
Oh, well. Oh no. You see, like, me start to, like, get sad.
What is wrong, me?
Well, this place is full of ghosts. Her lip starts to wibble.
I'm very sorry, me.
She'll hug her brother. Oh well. I'm glad that we are here, Balfour. And she's just gonna squish eye so very much.
It seems Oishin has given us a second chance with those that we miss or love, mostly. We should revel in this opportunity to see those we have lost.
She nods. And then this little fairy eye, he looks at you, Balfour, and then kind of like does the point gesture, looking a little angry. It's like, are you a mean master? Because I cannot.
Oh, you have me confused. I am not a master at all.
Well, why do you have K?
Your name is Kay? Me?
Oh, it was one of the names I was given when I was first around. Our sister, Jay, she went elsewhere.
Well, you will be happy to know that we, and I will kind of point to my comrades around the bar, are assisting me in leading the fairy revolution to free all fairies once and for all.
He'll squint at you and then nod. Well, if you are doing that, you need to get the mean master who got me. And he'll kind of like shiver. Kind of like, oh, I don't want to think about it vibes.
Do you mean the dead person who died in order for me to not be a slave anymore?
No. I need you to get King Brandek Gralder Flint.
King Brandek Galder?
Brandek Gralder Flint Mantle.
What's the last word you just said to me?
Flint Mantle.
Flint Mantle?
Like a flint and a mantle of like a fireplace.
Brandek Gralder Flint Mantle.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Extraordinaire.
Yeah. Answer. So, but you can call me friend.
Indeed.
And why are we finding this mean master?
Well, he's the one that killed myself. He gestures to himself. And so many other fairies. If you're going to do the fairy revolution with Kay, then you have to take care of this.
Oh wow, this revolution is getting serious. But yes, we understand the risks involved. I will add it to my list, and I will tell my comrades.
He will nod approvingly. However, the elders around you seem a bit concerned in their expression.
Do you disapprove of the fairy revolution? That'd be to them.
You'll see Bao kind of make an expression, kind of like half-hearted smile. We do not disapprove of the fairy revolution, little Bao. It's more for the fact that that little fairy just mentioned a king.
Yes, and what is wrong with that?
There are implications you will have to think over.
Well, a king is really just voted on by the people, right? So we'll just go to the town and make sure everyone wants a different king, and that's how we'll remove him from power. That's...
It doesn't work that way for everyone, little Bao. You'll certainly need to think this one over. And with that, I'm going to go move over to Mac.
Oh, hey, it's me.
Hey, it's you. You saw Balfour run off and start a conversation over there, but it seems like you weren't really wanting to join that nonsense. Well, what are you up to?
I mean, other than trying to ignore the fact that Balfour is just like, revolution everywhere, you know. Low key. He's ignoring that. I had lots of babies because I'm a rabbit. I'm just gonna go talk to the wardens, the one in the white with the armor and the one in the black leathers.
You wouldn't see any warden symbols on them, but they look pretty tough.
All right, I assume they're wardens.
Yeah.
But because who else is going to be tough like that? Come on. He goes over there. Hail and well met.
You'll see the black rabbit kind of like raise his hand like in a hello, while the other one kind of like looks at you and it's like, well met. You know that these two were kind of like bickering earlier with each other.
Yeah. I couldn't help but notice, you kind of look like Daybreak Wardens. Yes? No?
Both of them will look at you a little confused.
Take that as a no.
She'll speak up and like, no, those would be those fellas over there, I believe.
Oh.
She'll gesture over to the wardens.
Sure. But while I'm here, I'm apparently pretty nosy. You guys seemed pretty upset with each other. You want to talk about it?
She'll kind of like snark while he's just kind of like groaning, like, oh my god, you're bringing it up again kind of vibe groan, you know? You can tell. Super easy. Well, I was just telling him it's ridiculous that all of us spectral beings are here. We're supposed to be dead, but we were invited to come back and visit the living once more, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And he'll pipe up.
Who invited you?
One of the gods.
One of the gods? You believe in more than one? You believe in a god at all? That's pretty impressive.
Well, yeah, there were 12 of them, and I don't recognize this one that invited us, but he was like, come over here, see these people? And she'll kind of like shrug a little bit.
Did they give you a name? Who are you here to see?
He said it was someone that we would probably want to meet. Which she'll look at amongst the group.
Did he like give you a description?
She'll look at you. I'm guessing you.
Yeah, that's my friend. He does that. He gives you half of the instructions. That definitely is my friend.
She'll sigh, like rub the bridge of her nose, and he's just like nodding his head. A chance to come visit again seemed like a good time. He'll just kind of like shrug.
So what do you guys do? Like, if you're supposed to meet me, in theory I should meet you, so you're not wardens. What are you?
She'll gesture to herself. I'm a warrior, and he's an asshole. And he'll just scoff, and he's like,
he turns.
I'm a warrior as well.
What's an asshole do?
Beat her ass in combat. That's what it is.
Ah. All right, Mr. Hall. Yeah, so warrior, less great warrior.
Is.
He like points. How'd you guys die?
He'll scoff. Like, no, it's Virkan Shadow Strike. And we
named it?
Died in war.
Oh, that's your name. Sorry, I thought you named a technique. Go on.
No, Virkan Shadow Strike. That is my name. And she'll scoff. I was like, it's a shitty name. I was like, no better than Dawn Whisper.
Max's head is going back and forth as they're bickering. Just confirmation on why he chose the route he chose in life. What? Okay, but if my friend told you to meet me, and I'm supposed to meet you, I feel like there's a purpose. He's always doing that to me, teaching me lessons.
She shrugs. Well, I mean, the gods do what they do.
Sure. Of course.
The purpose for anything. Why you, I'm not particularly sure. I was hoping if he said we were going to meet a young Herringon that we might actually like to meet, it would be our son, but, she'll shrug.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Hey, has your fur always been white?
No. Much battling against the darkness.
He kind of like pets his white. Is it like bad if you get all the way white?
She'll look at you, shake her head. I consider it an honor. And the
cool.
other
So
rabbit.
no weird side effects? Well, hold on, you're dead. Wait. How'd you die?
In battle.
Okay, but not like some slow, painful death to a curse that I haven't experienced yet?
If there is a slow pain to this curse, I definitely died before any effects happened.
Oh, cool. Me too. Great. Yeah, fine. Die young. I totally get that.
She'll kind of like half smile, like, well, it's not that great, but...
I mean, I get that. Well, this has been delightful. Pleasure to meet you both. And I have to ask Oishin some questions. He's going to turn and go to the wardens.
Yeah, and they'll go back to bickering.
Hot. I approach the wardens. What do the wardens look like again?
So it's like varying degrees of warden, right? So a mixed crowd.
Yeah.
Ones that you might know a little bit closer
Yeah,
than
ones
some
that
of
I
the
would
others.
gravitate towards. Give me some options.
Yeah. Let me pull up their pictures so I can describe them to you.
I like to think the Avon's notes are not physical descriptions. They're just like headshots. And then like she puts them all up on this board and starts putting red string between them, and then you get concerned. Is your NPC gonna die?
Alex of podcast fame, he has one of those boards in his house, but it's like photographs of all his loved ones and memories. But like a serial killer would do.
Oh my god.
Or a detective trying to find a serial killer, I guess, is more accurate.
But as you go over to these wardens, there's a few that stand out to you. One looks like a half-orc woman, her hair in brown, dreaded look, her skin green and her eyes golden, dressed in furs and kind of like has a staff on her back. You would know her to be a little bit on the quieter, shy side, but still talkative when you got her on the right subject. You know another man, kind of like a red hair, light skin, has an owl, black one that sits on his shoulder. And usually very silent, doesn't talk much. He usually would just nod his head in agreement or disapproval. But a good time to be around because he knew what he was doing until he was dead. And then the last one you would know would be a half-elf man with brown hair, usually rather cheerful and talkative.
Alright, I'm gonna go up to the half-orc mage first.
Yeah.
Do I know her name, or have I just served with her?
Yeah, you would know her name. It would be Kataz. Kataz.
Yeah, Kataz. Alright, cool. Used to know a download client similar to that.
You would also know she is from the Grave Moon clan as well.
Grave Moon clan. Okay. Yeah, alright. Good deal. Let's write that down. Hello. Kataz, right? Wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, Mac, it's nice to see you.
Yeah, maybe not, actually. like these are ghosts. Like you're a ghost.
She'll kind of like half smile and bob her head and shrug a little. Yeah, to some extent.
But why?
I believe it was Oishin that gave us the invitation to come over here to meet you guys and say hello.
Sure. But why be a ghost? Like, why not try to find whatever's next?
Oh, we were in whatever was next and kind of just...
He pulls you back from the other side?
Well, no, not really. We just made a choice to walk through a door and come in here.
But were you all... You know what? We spend our entire lives dedicated to fighting ghosts and making sure the living are the only thing that is living. How do you guys reconcile with being ghosts?
Well, we're not. We're not really haunting anyone. We can just, when we choose to go from here, we just go right through the door and back to the other side.
Okay, that confirms that he did pull you back from the other side. Equally perverse. How do you think ghosts show up, right? The spirits that linger too long. That's why you're not supposed to do this.
Well, linger too long and angry. Everyone here is rather fulfilled and...
That's how it starts until the mania kicks in.
Well, we've yet to experience it, and we all plan to go back since there are family and friends waiting over on the other side.
Yeah, so what's on the other side? What happens when we die?
You see her kind of like furrow her brows. It's warm there and busy. Describing it feels hard.
Okay, so like I'm just thinking about what you do. All right, cool. Yeah, no, all right. Warm, happy place. Has anyone else that you've just like met said anything other than that? Like maybe they went to a not warm and happy place?
I mean, no, not really.
Okay, cool. Just debunking some myths. No big deal. Okay. Yeah. So what happened to you? How did you... That's probably rude. I apologize. Yeah, you know what? What happened? I don't have anything about her.
Well, I mean, like any warden fight, Jamie kind of came in to protect me, and the next thing we knew, we weren't here.
Sure. Oh, what type of mission were you on?
We were exploring a bit of the Underdark, one of the cities that had fallen, and just to see if we can clean up and make some new homes for some of the residents that still live down there. And I just, before we left, I felt a searing pain on my neck.
Yeah.
She'll kind of like...
Well, I'm really sorry. That sounds very traumatic and painful.
She'll kind of like shrug and kind of work through it, like through awkward motions, trying to go. I mean, we did our duty as far as we went, and that I'm glad we did. I'm just hoping the next set of wardens are able to take care of the problem and not get caught.
As she says that, like Mac like straightens up and like puts out his arm for like a forearm shake or whatever.
She'll go for it. It feels rather solid.
He thanks her for her service. Thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you for keep serving as well. Still wearing your patch. So, assumed you haven't banned admission yet.
No, I have not turned my back on the Brotherhood. Thank you for your time. I have a little weird person to talk to now. I'm gonna go to the red-haired guy with the black owl. What is his name?
That would be Jamie.
Oh, cool. The dude I know how he died. Okay.
Yep, he died saving her.
Yeah. Hi, Jamie. It's me, Mac. You remember, of course.
He'll nod.
Hey, man, how's the other side?
He'll shrug.
That's fair. So you died protecting her?
He'll nod.
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Is that your sister?
Who are you pointing to? Just so I know.
I point to the half-orc.
He'll shake his head.
Cool. Are you in the friend zone? It's not important.
You'll see him start to nod.
I figured that out. You've been entirely talkative, so I appreciate that. Thank you for your service. And he'll do the same. Forearm shake.
Oh, yeah. You get the same return back forearm shake. Very hearty.
Cool.
The bird will caw.
Talk to this. The bird caws? I wink at the bird. Let me go talk to the half-elfman. Let's wrap this trio up.
Sure.
What is the half-elfman's
Soul.
name? Soul? What a
Yeah,
cool
S-O-L.
name. Oh, okay. Still cool name. All right. I know him to be the jovial one. I approach Soul and say, "Hey, Soul, it's me. Don't say the wrong name."
He'll give you like the finger guns, like trying to like look at you and be like, it will be Mac, right?
Yeah, you nailed it. Honestly, I would have said anything was my name because you're so cool.
I would appreciate it. It'd be fine, but I would have felt bad telling you the wrong thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing to get it wrong.
For both of us. Mm-hmm. Miss you, dude.
I miss you too. I'm sad we can't play our drinking games anymore. It's been a time.
Yeah, me too. I feel like all of these ghosts are here.
Oh yeah, super weird. Been trying to get over that feeling, but it's kind of been fun hanging out with new not ghost buddies. Kind of hanging out with a lot of wardens.
Yeah. What's the opposite side like for you?
He'll shrug. Kind of decent.
All right, that's too lukewarm.
Messy.
All right. Like messy how? Like lots of blood messy, or just like hard to interpret?
Not like
messy.
Like, the best thing I could think of, like, it's not noise, but it feels like a lot of noise. Right? Like everyone playing their drums at the same time, but all out of order. Chaos.
No, that makes sense. Okay. All right. Well, listen, I hate that you came all the way out here, and I don't have anything good to report to you.
I just wanted to come and share a drink when I heard it was you.
Well, indeed, let's do that. And Mac's gonna go. Oh, real quick, Mac's gonna go order some more drinks for him and Soul. He's also gonna go and buy 2 additional water skins for his pack from the bartender.
Yeah, you're easy to do that.
Perfect.
Enough trade.
And then Mac's gonna sit down and drink with his old buddy.
Excellent. You go sit down and drink with your old buddy, and you're having a conversation, and you all feel like this tavern is full and chatting now. Balfour, this is kind of when that moment of you guys talking and considering things over, and very loudly the door slams open, and a tall figure stands in your way. ghostly in nature, but he's a hulking man, Herculean in size, muscles rippling, kind of like a skimpy toga looking outfit vibe going on, weapons on his back, hair kind of like curly and slicked back. He's just really hot because I'm looking at the chat. And
Damn it, Axel, what have you got us into?
you'll see him grin, his teeth pearly white. It'll be like, now the party has arrived. And that's where we'll end the episode.
Damn it, if that's one of Axel's ex-lovers, I'll love it. I love it so much.
Shane wants to know how many arms, though.
How many arms? Just two, but they
Oh,
look
not
like
interested.
thick arms where there's two.
He's not interested. He's gonna have at least 4
How
minimum.
watery is
Yeah,
it?
they gotta have 4 before
How watery?
anything happens.
I mean, like, kind of like, like that glistening sweat.
So
Like, just
70%
worked out
like
vibe.
normal.
Yeah. But,
Well, you know what time it is. It's time to roll them dice for humanity.
If you say the word donkey at all, I'm just gonna leave the call.
That was a previous month. But we will be back.
we will be back.
Pretty sure we're Girls Who Code. So Girls Who Code, really good organization. What they're doing basically is encouraging young women to get involved with like kind of the IT side of things, because it's just not really good demographic there. So they are really good, and they could use your support, and we're gonna roll for them right now. We got a 16.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Hey everybody, you want to roll a dice? Tell us about it. The best place that you can tell us about it, well, I would usually push you to the Instagrams and to the tweeters, to the book faces of the world, but instead I'm going to point you at Discord. Come in there and chat with us and tell us that you did it, that you rolled for humanity. And then tell us what you did, what you rolled, so we can know how much money you gave. And then we can brag about our friends in real life that we talk to at work and those other places. Come and join that Discord.
We'll be waiting for you.
You can find that link in the notes.
Excellent. And last but not least, our hope, stars, and wishes.
I got stars for Avon, for tone matching Balfour. It was really fun.
Thank
That's
you.
his
I
grandma,
tried
really.
my best.
And yes, you are going to do the things. I loved it.
It's something I'm trying to work on, so thank you for not making me feel bad about it.
I wish that one of these spirits would be absorbed into something I have on me and gives me extra powers.
It's a good wish.
That's a good wish.
I hope
Oh, go ahead.
that Mac eventually realizes that was his parents.
Whoa.
Yeah. Go ahead, Shane.
Whoa. That's all I said. I'm just saying, I honestly didn't know that. They were like, yeah, I wish they'd show my son. Wish we get to see our fucking son.
He's not dead yet. That's what you're looking for is the
Yeah,
wrong
that seems.
thing.
It seems like you would like that. Anyways, how'd you die?
Give me all the gruesome details.
Give me all the deeds.
Come with pain-speaking.
Are you in hell, by the way?
Is
it
it
hurt?
important? You have to tell me.
You have
can't lie about
You
it.
have to tell.
Hey,
If you're in
lie,
hell,
get
you
extra
can't
hell
lie about
time.
it.
Okay, I got stars. To all my players, you guys were really cool about sending me some of the details about how some of this might have gone, what you were looking forward to try and interact with some of these moments and give me some of that prep time so I could think about some of the details you would get ahead of time and just like flesh out and build out the world. And you guys have been helping out with that process, and I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I
It
love
is
collaborative
canon that
storytelling.
spirits who stick around too long turn into ghosts now. You're welcome. I just put that in your world.
I don't know the difference.
That's right. Neither do they. That's why we purge them all, baby. Indiscriminate
time for the
ghost
exorcism.
genocide.
One person's spirit is another person's ghost, and I'll kill them all.
I can't wait
That's
for
right.
Balfour to suck them all up in his trunk and get superpowers.
Yeah, just put
What
them all in
that
that
taste like?
jewelry. Delicious.
Then we'll
Got
make
Ghost ring.
a box in the ground that he can spit them into, and we can seal them. Then we can get a wagon, put a siren on it, and get a really cool theme song.
Yeah.
That'll be nice.
I'm gonna make that one elder a nose ring because it's embarrassing.
Everyone. All right, like we always say,
We love you.
we love you.
Bye.
Bye.